Hello, my name is Larry Wright and I'm with Parks Realty Green Hills office in Nashville, Tennessee. And welcome to my iBuyer Beware series. After spending 30 years in the corporate world in the automotive industry and house flipping for the last 25 years, I decided to get my real estate license. And one of the key issues that I've been dealing with are the iBuyers in the industry today that are buying houses for cash. So I hope after watching a few of these videos, you learn as much as I have learned and the pitfalls that are involved in selling your house for cash. Thank you. Okay, now let's look at a comparison between Opendoor and a traditional real estate transaction. This is actually right from the Opendoor website. So we're going to take a similar home. We're going to take a $200,000 home. Opendoor will tell you, based on their comparison, that you're going to get the same for both a traditional and an iBuyer approach. I'm going to tell you that's not going to happen. If you could get 100% market value for every house in an iBuyer transaction, you would never need a traditional real estate approach. Everybody would pay 100% market value and everything would be great. Doesn't happen that way. What we're going to use is a 10% market value decline in an iBuyer transaction. That's still 90% value for your house. So let's take a look at this. What are the seller fees from a percentage standpoint, an iBuyer versus a traditional real estate approach? According to Opendoor, seller fees are 5.5% in a traditional real estate approach. They are 7.3% in Opendoor. Seller concessions. In a traditional real estate approach, you may have some concessions. Somebody may come in, there may be carpet, there may be paint. You don't want to do repairs, you allow concessions. I'll give them that. 2% concessions, I'm not really sure it's that much. $4,000 worth of concessions and zero for Opendoor. Repair costs, we're going to call them equal. So there's no impact either way. Ownership overlap. We've gone over this before, but what that exactly means is that it takes longer for a traditional real estate transaction to go through than an iBuyer. So you're going to be in the house longer, so there's going to be more costs associated with staying in the house. We're going to say that's 1%. Now these are not my numbers again. These are Opendoor numbers right from their website. Closing costs. As I talked about before, there are title searches, there are other things that impact a sales transaction that must be paid at the time of closing, and these are the responsibility of the seller. So there's 1% on both. What this comes down to is a 10.5% cost, according to Opendoor, to sell your house in a traditional real estate approach, and an 8.3% using Opendoor. That looks great. It's cheaper to sell Opendoor. That 8.3% is based on 100% value of your home. You're not getting 100% value. So if we add my number based on a 90% market value, if you sell on an iBuyer, you must add an additional 10% to the cost of selling with an iBuyer. What does that come out to? That comes out to 18.3% of a $200,000 house, which that means it cost you roughly $36,000, $36,600 to sell through the iBuyer. Doesn't change this. It still only cost you a little over $20,000. So again, you're getting a net difference of over 8%, almost 8%, for the convenience of selling on a cash offer and maybe close 2 weeks sooner than what you would in a traditional real estate approach. Is it really worth that much to sell to an iBuyer? Again, that's a decision you have to make.